Do you hear that? I hear a payout coming soon. Anyway, I finally passed my evaluations. And instead of telling you what I did, I'm going to tell you what I didn't do in order to get funded. Because a lot of you guys always ask, what should I do? When you should really be asking, what shouldn't I be doing? Okay, because most likely you're doing too much. Okay, if you're not successful at day trading, most likely you're doing too much. So I'm going to tell you what I didn't do in order to get funded. Okay, number one, I didn't rush it. Also, if I'm looking down, I got some notes here. I don't want to miss out on anything. But yeah, I didn't rush it. You know, not every day the market is going to give you what you want. Not every day the market is going to give you the best opportunity to make money. Not every day the market is going to give you a perfect trade. Okay? So don't come into the markets expecting it to be perfect, because at least one day out of the week, market is going to be choppy. Okay? I don't know why, it just happens. And I made a video on how to expect a choppy day and what to do in order to avoid it if you want to check that video out. But yeah, I didn't rush it. And when you don't rush it, you're not expecting anything. You don't have high expectations, right? You just accept whatever comes your way, and that's it. Okay, so don't rush it. Next, I didn't oversize. Okay, I literally only traded three, well, I should really say 1 to 10 minis. I think the highest minis, jeez, 1 to 10 micros, not minis, I'm sorry, micros. The highest micros I think I traded was 20. I'm not sure. I highly doubt it, but it could be a possibility. I'm not sure. But most of my trades, almost all of my trades, were either 5 micros or 10 micros. Because the way I trade is I like to scale in, right? So I start with trading 5 micros. If the trade goes in my way, then I add what am I saying? I add 10 micros. Well, in reality, I add another 5, so it's 10 micros. So it's really one mini. So basically, I passed these evaluations with mostly one mini. Okay, and a lot of you guys are trading minis on a 50K account, which I used to do. I completely understand why you do that. But if you haven't seen any success with that yet, trying micros, because what micros allows you to do is it allows you to focus more on the trade than the money, right? Because with minis, it's easy to lose money like that, like very fast. I can't even snap with my left hand, sorry, like that. And when you can lose money fast, you can't have a wider stop loss, right? So what micros allowed you to do is have a wider stop loss, which sometimes you need, especially with NASDAQ. Micros also allows you to let your trade play out, because you're letting your trade breathe, okay? And also with micros, you're more focused on getting a better trade than quick money, with minis. Um, but if you're trading heavy, that means that you're rushing profits. And if you're rushing profits, it's going to lead to shitty decisions, aka bad trades. Okay? So when you're trading heavy, ask yourself, why are you trading heavy? Are you trading heavy because the opportunity presented itself, or because you want to make quick money? What's the reason, right? Next thing I didn't do was trade random times of the day. A lot of you guys like to show up at random times of the day, maybe because you're bored. I highly don't suggest that. I highly recommend that you start getting used to showing up at the same time. And when you show up at the same time every day, only trade for an hour to 2 hours and walk away and be done. Because what that allows you to do, you build like you show up to the same thing every day, right? So you start to build like a sixth sense to the market, you could say. You're gonna start to see some patterns. You're gonna start to understand, like, okay, yeah, like this happens all the time, blah blah blah. You're gonna start to notice things if you show up at the same time every day. And then 1 to 2 hours, just don't overtrade. Don't be on the hours. Don't be on the charts for hours a day. It's not necessary. In trading, you're not getting paid for your time. You're getting paid for the choices that you make and managing your risk. Okay. Next thing I didn't do was take random trades, which also aligns with showing up random times of the day, right? But when I mean random trades, I mean like sometimes I would see like I would see a pump in the market and then I want to buy into it because, I'd either want quick money or I'd have a fear of missing out, not realizing that I didn't have a specific reason to why I was getting in the trade, you know? Because sometimes when you take a random trade, not only are you not practicing the strategy, but you don't truly know why you're taking the trade. Even if you win the trade, okay, what was the reason you took the trade? You don't know. You just had a little feeling and that was it. So try your best to avoid that. You have no idea how many trades I missed out on. Yeah, I still passed the account. And the reason I say missed out is because there was so many times where like the market was moving crazy and I wanted to get in a trade, but I knew I didn't have a specific reason why. So I didn't do it. Next thing is I didn't overtrade. Okay, I literally only took 1 to 3 trades. That was it. The only times that you could say I did overtrade was today because I needed first I needed $100 to pass, then I needed $40 to pass, then I needed $1 to pass. So I was trading like 1 to 2 micros, literally scalping, trying to pass the account because I just wanted to finish the accounts, And then yesterday I took 3 trades or 4. I'm not sure. But even that, it's not like I took 30 trades in a day. No. My trades were all thought out, and for each of the trades that I took, I had a reason why I got in the trade. Right? Even if I just needed $20, I made sure the trade wasn't random. I made sure I had a reason to get in the trade, right? Next thing, I kind of mentioned it earlier, was on choppy days, I was cautious. And I talk about it in the video that I recently made, which was, in the first 30 minutes of market being open, you can kind of tell if market's going to be choppy, right? Because it's slow, there's no volume. The move is going to be random if there is one. So on choppy days, I sized down and I was extra patient and I didn't force anything. A lot of you guys, I'm telling you, a lot of you guys get chopped up on the choppy days and blow accounts on the choppy days. Not understanding that I just realized you could see my tripod through the glasses. I have a tripod extension. It's a shoebox. Anyways, yeah, on choppy days, you're most likely going to get chopped up. So try your best to understand when the market is actually going to be choppy. And then once you realize it's choppy, tell yourself to back away, relax, don't get frustrated with yourself. If anything, get frustrated with the market and just leave it alone and show up tomorrow, Because a lot of you guys, on those choppy days, you're frustrated with yourself, not really understanding that it's the market that's slow and it's a market that you shouldn't try trading in. Okay. last thing I wrote was, oh, I didn't just trade, right? And what I mean by that is, I kind of mentioned it earlier of, not trading when you get bored, because I used to make this mistake a lot where I was bored or something, or I wanted to make money at like 8 p.m. and I'd come to the charts bored, looking for, a shot of dopamine or something. And trading when you're bored, you're trading because you want to feel something, right? You want to feel dopamine. I don't know. You want to trade. You want a shot of dopamine, and that's bad, because you should try to avoid that in trading at all cost. So what I mean by when I say I didn't just trade, I was vlogging, I was editing videos, watching TV. I don't know. I was doing, you know, everything I could to not be looking at charts. Like, try your best to just, after you're done trading, don't look at the charts anymore, because once you look at a chart and you see a little setup, it's like, oh, I could really predict where it's going. Let me take a little trade. And then that little trade turns into a little mess and you blow the account. But yeah, I think a lot of you guys, instead of asking what should you be doing, ask yourself what shouldn't you be doing. Okay, because I'm telling you, trading, the hard work in trading is the patience, and the patience to not be doing anything, right? Like, it's so hard to just sit and not do anything. But then after time goes by and you start doing all of these mistakes, you start to realize that less is really more. Like, I can't lie to you. You're going to realize when you make a lot of money in trading, it's going to be a time where you spent the least amount of time at the charts. At least for me. Anyways, I hope this video really helped someone. I think it did, hopefully. I have a 50% sale off if you want to learn my system. Oh, that was another thing, which kind of goes into the didn't take random trades thing. It's just having a system would really help you, right? For me, I have a system, right? Like, I start live trading with the community at 9:15 a.m. and then I wait till 9:45 for the first 15-minute candle to close. No matter what, even if I want to get in a trade, I wait. I have all my zones drawn out, and it's so simple, right? I just wait for a 5-minute candle close or a 15-minute candle close. After it taps supply and demand, and boom, I make the decision. Like, once you have a system in trading, it's so much easier because you're doing less and you're just letting go and trusting the system, and that's it. But anyways, if you don't have a system, I recommend you make one for yourself. And what I mean by that is, you know, understand where you're getting in and out of trades, understand when you're trading. Don't have this random thing of just showing up and doing it. No, like, make a system for yourself. If you need help with that, I can help you. Let me know. Currently, I'm running a 50% sell off. My school community, I live trade. I do calls with my students. We all hang out. We be lit. I don't know. I really be having a good time when I live trade. Because it gets lonely sometimes. But if you have someone to talk to, it's just way funner. Especially like when you're live trading with someone, you got that like nerdy connection, right? Like, for example, like news. When news comes out and we're like, oh snap, like that was a crazy drop. Like, for me, that's exciting. I love watching NASDAQ being crazy. And so do the people I trade with. Like, we're all nerdy about that, and it's just fun because nobody else really understands that, except us traders. But yeah, 50% off if you want to join. I think I'm going to end this sale tomorrow or tonight. Not sure if you're interested. Link below. and thank you for watching.